You've probably heard and even uttered these phrases, the shorter, the better, less is more, keep it simple, stupid. You know, KISS. There's so much to accomplish these days, and the last thing most of us want to do is read through a detailed, multi-page document. We want the KISS version. Unfortunately, when it comes to an effective drug-free workplace policy, one that really protects you and offers real guidance, the KISS version isn't going to cut it. So there's just no way to get all of the information needed into one paragraph or even a single page. You see, your policy serves as the foundation of your drug-free workplace program. It gives employees fair notice of your program expectations around substance use, testing procedures, information for accessing assistance if needed, and provides protocols to fairly administer your program. It's important. It's a playbook, which means there's information in it and that it needs to contain to help you avoid issues while administering your program. Specifically, let's look at 8 elements your policy should include. Number 1, a purpose statement explaining why your organization is implementing a drug-free workplace program. You know, issues like safety, productivity, health of employees, maybe even to satisfy certain authorities. Number 2, the contact information of your program administrator, the person overseeing your drug-free workplace program, so people know who to reach out to if something comes up or someone has a question. Number 3, a list of who's covered by the policy, like full and part-time employees, seasonal or temporary workers, interns, volunteers, subcontractors, and so on. And to help minimize misunderstandings, you should have a list of key definitions explaining what certain policy terms mean, like accident, on the job, and under the influence, that's just to name a few. And it should also include information about assistance to let employees know about the resources available if they or a family member experiences an alcohol or other drug issue. There's also a good place here to outline a mandatory referral, which would work if an employee tests positive and is offered help instead of termination. Your policy should also include program rules around things like illicit drug use, including any state-specific expectations regarding marijuana as medicine, the use of alcohol, including at company-related social events, and the use of prescription and over-the-counter medications. And of course, it should also cover testing applications and procedures. Remember, because adverse employment actions like termination could happen as a result of a positive test, it's important your policy provides details around when testing will occur, how it will be done, what drugs are being tested for, and what recourse an employee has to contest or appeal a positive result. And number 8, be sure your policy addresses the consequences for a program violation, not just after a positive test, but for any rule violation. This not only lets employees know what to expect, but helps you operate your program consistently and fairly without emotion, and also avoiding the temptation of acting on a case-by-case basis. Now, I get it, this is a lot of information, so be sure your employees not only get a copy of your policy and have the chance to ask questions, but that you offer some meaningful and regular education around it. It's also important to train your supervisors on their role in implementing and enforcing it. And be sure to get everyone to sign off on your policy too. Because your drug-free workplace program interacts with other corporate policies, it's also a good idea to review it annually and adjust as needed. And remember, it's always a best practice to run your policy and any changes you might make past your legal counsel. If you discover your policy is missing something or you're just not sure it meets all of your needs, give us a call. We'll be happy to help fill in the gaps.